The truth about chasing money. Now, this is a video that I actually probably have made, not on this channel, but just probably have talked about or had some form of converse with someone about, or, I probably talked about this topic a bunch of times, but I'm just making it, you know, into video form for you guys. So, yeah. When I think about this topic, I oftentimes think about how easy it is to get caught up in the aspect of chasing money, the lust that it brings, the desire it brings, the freedom we believe it may bring, the survival aspect, nurturing, what I'm saying, internally in our spirit. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I realized about that is we don't really realize how detrimental something is until like it really is. You know what I'm saying? I believe, especially being in America, we're always trying to see how much we can get, rather how great we can be. Right? I think what I mean by that is if someone tells you that you can get $1 million, but you have poor character, you're unhealthy, you have no form of real connection with, God, yourself, you don't know yourself, all of these different things that are equating to billions and trillions of dollars, but the world is telling you that this dollar amount is what you're defined by. Like people say all the time that I'm worth this much money, I'm worth that much money, I'm worth this, I'm worth this, I'm worth that, rather than looking at themselves from the aspect of how much value can I acquire? How much opportunity can I bring about to the world? How much enduring can I undergo? To really truly be someone that I can respect, be proud of, be appreciative of, and last but not least, someone I can love on. Truly. Right? But fuck all that, right? I'm trying to get some money. And I think it took me about a couple years, bro, to realize this. But no matter what you're doing, no matter what's going on, no matter how your story orchestrates itself, or no matter how it plays out, at the end of the day, bro, we're just here to love one another. Like, we're just here to spread that, whether it be through film, whether it be through art, whether it be through conversation, whether it be through a podcast, whether it be through whatever the case may be. We're able to spread this thing that's universal, right? It's kind of like if people speak English or like Portuguese or Spanish and all these different things, but love is something that we all can identify with, right? Whether we love ourselves or not, whether we're in a season where we may not be pouring into ourselves as much, whether we may be deterring from our path, love is something that we've all experienced, right? And we all have had the chance to see, whether it's externally or internally. So I believe, I'm saying all that to say, when you're chasing money and you're doing deals and you're waking up every single day, right? Especially when you're young, especially when you're very ambitious, especially when you have a very much, hustle mentality, you start to realize that the aspects of you that take time to build, the aspects of you that are ingrained, and the aspects of you that truly make you a valuable person, not only to yourself, but in the world, but, in the likes of the Most High, those things start to strip from you because you're thinking survival, you're thinking animalistic, right? So it's not only how much money can I get, it's like, what will I not do for money? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what line will I cross to get money? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not demonizing nobody for chasing money. That's not what I'm doing here. What I'm saying is when you have a conversation, you have to look at all perspectives of something. You can't just be one dimensional when you have conversation. You have to look at things from A to Z almost, you know, if you can do that. And what you start to realize is this human experience, the trauma, the pain, the agony, the success, the ups, the hoorays, the applause, all of these things, right? It's only instantaneous. But the main component of all of these things that we're trying to get and we don't even realize is it's just peace. Like, you want money so you have freedom. You want freedom so you can have peace, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want serenity in the form of a relationship or companionship, right? Because you want to know what that feels like, right? You want to bear children because you want to live lineage, like, and you want to leave that in a form of love. You want to leave that in a form of peace, right? You want to make content. You know, you want to be at the top of the ladder of your job. You want to be an artist. You want to enact art into the world. You want to do something in an artisan format to just simply give back, whether you're aware of that or not. Whether if your goal is just like, I'm just me, at the end of the day, it's like, you don't even realize, bro. It's like, you're doing this shit because you want to change the world, right? Like, and the funny thing about this is we get tricked out of position to realize that that is not the reason that we're existing. And that's the whole premise of this video. It's like, if you truly knew that the God-given ability and talent that you had was being used in a way that helped somebody get through their day at work, right? That helped somebody get through a heartbreak or a breakup, that helped somebody get out of a bad financial situation, right? Gave somebody the motivation or put the battery in someone's back, right? And you just like, I'm just making music, bro, right? You like, I'm just posting videos, bro. You like, I'm just making this content, bro. I ain't really thinking too much about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always good to. But then you get on the emphasis of opening your mind up to realize, holy shit, this is exactly what I'm doing. And the funny thing about God is he wants things to be simplified, right? So when you walking through your fire, when you're going through your season of adversity, when you're going through your season of trial and tribulation, right? And you standing in that fire and you walking through it, sometimes it can be confusing, but then you realize it's like, am I the old person that I was? Probably not. Do I think the same as I used to think? Probably not. Do I make the old decisions that I used to make? Probably not. Am I around the same people I used to be around? Probably not. So then you start equating your value to something far more than something numerical. You start equating your value to something more grandiose than a payday, right? You start equating your value to something far more obtainable, right, than a couple views or, you know what I'm saying, like box office, like all of these things that we look at as and we obtain as success. It's like, bro, we just vessels at the end of the day, bro. And however you being used in whatever light or field or character, like categorization, whatever it may be, it's like it all falls down to like, how the fuck are we advancing the human race? Like, how the fuck are we just being ourselves? Like, how the fuck are we, you know what I'm saying, just doing what we do on a daily basis and loving that shit, right? And for the people that's watching this video who've been feeling like they've been chasing money, getting nowhere, like they've been chasing money, losing themselves, they've been chasing money and been feeling detached. And a lot of people, and this was for me too, bro, like I used to chase money, be saving that shit. I used to be chasing money just because I had a lot of energy. And one thing I wanna say too, bro, especially for my young people, like, you know what I'm saying, people in their 20s, it's like a lot of times, bro, in your 20s, you chase money thinking that you're setting yourself for your future. But in all actuality, you just you're chasing money because you have a lot of idle time. And that's just like, you'll go work 60 hours at your job because that equate time, which is the extra 20 hours that you would probably be working on top of it, you're not utilizing that to get anything else going on. You're not putting that into a business. You're not putting that into content. You're not putting that to anything. It don't even got to be something on the internet. It could be whatever the fuck makes you happy. It could be you working at a farmer's market. It could be you starting a business, a smoothie shop. It could be you like anything. Like I'm saying, but when you start looking at life from a universal standpoint, you'll start realizing that you're supplied with everything you need. But when you have a callus on your mindset, you think within the confines of society, which is, if I don't clock in, I don't make money, right? If I don't chase this, it won't come to me, right? Same thing, not necessarily goes for money. If I don't run after this person, they don't want me no more. If I don't make my mark with this opportunity, right? If I don't strike while the pan is hot, right? Then I'll miss it. Rather than thinking, if I work my way through this thing, right? If I just continuously walking through my path, right? If I just continue to keep being me and do what got me here, keep thinking big, keep thinking broad, keep expanding my mind frame, then I'll get more than I even had my eyes set on. Like I'll get way more, and my vision will be way bigger than my imagination could even fathom. But once again, when you thinking inside the bubble, when you thinking inside that small mind frame that I was talking about in my last video, it's like, and I'm hoping this shit makes sense. What happens is you just fall victim. And when you fall victim, typically speaking, everything around you is doing the same thing. So what do you have to go off of, right? What are you being taught by? Who is leading you in another way? Who is allowing you to see things from another perspective, which is why I make these videos, right? So it's like, for the people that even clicked on this shit, right? Could be only one person, two people. It doesn't really matter to me. But it's like, if you watch this video and it's resonated with you, bro, I want you to realize that stop chasing money in the form of survival, bro. Allow opportunities in the world to open up to you for the value that you already have. Even if you don't think you got any value, bro, go read some books. You know what I'm saying? Like, go work on your body. Go work on your mind. Go take some walks in nature. You know what I'm saying? Go take a trip. Even if it's 30 minutes from your hometown. Like, it don't got to be a trip to Aruba. Like, just go take a walk somewhere that you've never been before. Go eat some food. Try some shit you never did before. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of things and get away from things that ain't serving you. It's easier said than done, but it's like at the end of the day, bro, you got one life to live. So you can either waste your life on bullshit and things that ain't serving you, or you can get out and just live and do what the fuck you want to do. Because ultimately, it's like, we don't care about the time that you wasted, right? That's on you. When it all falls down at the end of the day, have you lived in authenticity? Have you been yourself? Did you leave something that we could look back on and be like, I can take notes on this? You know what I'm saying? Was there something that we could look at and be like, wow, like, damn, this was the, key to my, music career, my growth, or my business, or, you know what I'm saying, help me raise my kids, or whatever, the boom, boom, boom. Like, it's like, ultimately, bro, I promise you, and I know this shit takes time, obviously, but when you can start looking at your life right now, as in everything is already in alignment, all you gotta do is just put the work in. Everything is already working for you. Like, you got angels walking with you. You're protected by more than you know. So whatever you do is gonna work out. No matter how it plays out, or no matter how it may look from the optics. You continue to keep striving forward. You continue to keep mashing forward. You continue to keep staying in your lane. There's nothing really that can fucking stop you but you. So, like I said, bro, chasing money is an illusion. It's a matrix trick that most people fall for. And in all actuality, bro, all you need to do is start thinking like an opportunist. All you need to do is start thinking like a CEO. All you need to do is start moving like a boss. All you need, like, you can have $0 in your pocket watching this video, but it's like, where do you foresee yourself? Like, what is the version of yourself aspiring to be? What are you reaching towards, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be about money, bro. It's like, how can you step in a room and change the energy, right? How can you talk to somebody and help reshape the way they may think, even if it's just one word you said, or just a little gem you dropped on them? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be of service to the world? dog. It ain't just about money. And then you'll start realizing that you stop worrying about money. You stop worrying about people leaving. You stop worrying about things not working. You're gonna stop worrying about the alignment of life that's on the other side of the coin, or you're gonna stop worrying about people who leave. You're gonna stop worrying about the things that you can't control because they're out of your control. But you can only do this when you have your mind open, and you can only do this when you're living in a reality that isn't of the norm. You're living in a reality that isn't confined. You're thinking bigger than what you're seeing. You're not being consumed by your surroundings and the people that are in those surroundings. And you're being yourself. So, like I said, bro, I love y'all. Keep going. Stay focused. Just continue to keep being you, bro. Keep walking your path. I promise everything's going to work out exactly how it should and how it's intended to be. I'm out.